Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. These unprecedented times created by the COVID 19 pandemic have challenged the medico legal limits to unimaginable levels. The traditional Hippocratic Oath, provisions for medical care and ethics have been put to test. Redefining of concepts like medical negligence, malpractices, informed consent of patients is the need of the hour. The need for restructuring of such issues is felt as both medical and legal fields are facing challenges. The role of professionals is as crucial in this situation. Not only physical, but mental health is equally at stake during COVID 19. How do we cope with these medico legal issues and challenges is presented today in this webinar. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Pratiksha Tipse, welcome everyone present here today to the webinar on medico legal issues and challenges during COVID 19. Organized by the Post Graduation Department of Deccan Education Society's Sri Navalmal Firodia College. I welcome the dignitaries and our esteemed panelists, Dr. Avinash Bhondwe sir, Advocate Rishikesh Ganu sir, and Dr. Manish Machwe sir. We also have amongst us Dr. Sharad Kunte sir, Chairman, Governing Body and Council of Deccan Education Society. To begin with, I now request our respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. Rohini Honap, to welcome our panelists for the day. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you, Pratiksha. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Deccan Education Societies, Sri Navalmal Firodia Law College, I warmly welcome you all to this discourse on medical legal issues and challenges during the current pandemic. Though we have conducted many online webinars in the current semester, this topic is one of the most crucial and the burning issues of the times. And all the knowledge that one can gain on the same will never be in vain. Man has always faced and overcome several challenges since the beginning of human civilization. An age-old adage, as stated in the old biblical Latin dictum, is that man proposes and God disposes, which today I think we can interpret as man proposes and nature has to some extent disposed. The firm belief that most of us have is that there is a supernatural power governing the entire universe and Mother Earth. This belief has been reaffirmed in this global pandemic that man cannot claim supremacy over anything and things may not always work out as he plans. For the past few months, mankind has felt helpless in the face of this new calamity. But of course, the ever resilient human spirit always bounces back. Though we believe that we are the architects of our destiny, nature changes its course and we are required to change our lives in order to survive. With these initial opening remarks, I am honored and privileged to extend a very warm welcome to the esteemed panel of resource persons for today's conference, Dr. Avinash Bhondwe sir, a distinguished medical practitioner par excellence, Advocate Rishikesh Ganu sir, a renowned legal professional, and Dr. Manish Matswe sir, another renowned physician, to address the various challenges and issues that every common man and people working particularly in the healthcare sector and the legal field, of course, are facing. We are really fortunate to have all of you here as experts to address one of the most crucial issues of both the medical and the legal fraternity and to lead the path ahead as we will be facing a very phenomenal change in the aftermath of the pandemic. I welcome you all to this seminar. I further heartily welcome and sincerely express my gratitude to Honorable Dr. Sharad Kunte sir, the Chairman, Governing Council and Body, Deccan Education Society, who wholeheartedly supports all our endeavors and has a keen interest in the topic of this particular webinar. I am also very thankful to Advocate Nitin Apte sir, the Chairman of the College Development Committee of Sri Navalmal Firodia Law College, due to whose support, vision and guidance, we are able to organize all our activities successfully. The healthcare system is one of the most vital institutions of any society, and, and its importance is acutely felt during such times. We have witnessed over the last 6 months a radical transformation in our lives, but we may have not noticed the revolutionary change in the medical arena and how our brethren, healthcare workers, have saved millions of people from perishing to the COVID-19 virus. In the face of this enormous adversity, we can either be bitter, but we nearly need to be better too and evolve both the medical and the legal systems to ease medical and legal suffering that will ensue in the times to come. It is well said that before any doctor examines the body of a patient, he must be patient to learn his history. But in the light of such a pandemic, huge as this one, sometimes these steps are required to be dispensed with due to the emergency of the situation. But this may lead to further legal complications in the foreseen or in the, you can say, coming future. The tort system makes adversaries of the patient and physician, thereby causing fracture in their holy relationship. The reason why things have progressed to this discussion today is because in the current scenario, the issues are becoming more controversial and more gray than black or white. Physicians are required to be constantly alert of the important mandate that there should be no conflict of interest between himself and the patient at hand. This webinar is designed to make doctors and the legal professionals aware of the practical aspects of medical laws and the precautions that we should be taking in our day-to-day lives to practice and minimize health risks, as well as the esteemed panelist, Advocate Ganu, will also lead us the way how to minimize the legal risks. We will be guided on the appropriate responses to be taken in case of medical mishaps and the emerging legal issues. A wide range of issues concerning ethics, both in the medical and the legal profession, are sought to be addressed and positioned, keeping in mind the constantly changing interface between law and medicine. As new health issues emerge, patients are becoming increasingly aware of their rights. Legal issues are increasingly taking center stage. New and complex medico-legal dilemmas are arising in clinical practice, in the realities of human health and the relationship between patient and healthcare professionals. On the other hand, the various statutes like the Epidemic Act, the Disaster Management Act, the various provisions of the Indian Penal Code and the Criminal Procedure Code, which may be required to be invoked during such disasters and epidemics, require a thorough examination and consideration as to their adequacy and their application. And we are looking forward to be guided on these fundamental aspects, as some of us may have definitely felt the curtailment and restriction on our rights. And we also need to be directed towards our duties towards our fellow citizens. Various legal provisions concerning legal aspects of consent, confidentiality, and many others will be focused upon in the course of this discourse. Medical professionals today require understanding of key aspects of medical laws and the other statutes and their implications on clinical practice while they take care of the patients. With our help of the esteemed panel, we will be exposed to the better understanding of medical legal cases and what can be done to prevent and tackle them, to get an insight into the practical application, the medical legal guidelines, medical ethics, and effective strategies to prevent and defend medical negligence litigation. The greatest lesson that COVID-19, however, can teach humanity is that we are all in this together, and we need to garner our positive energies for paving the way forward for the welfare of the humanity. Access to the justice system during any pandemic becomes crucial, and budding lawyers too must be equipped for the legal transformation and set in motion the changes required in the laws, which may be sometimes inadequate to give justice to each aggrieved, to elevate the medical suffering as well as the legal sufferings ensuing out of this situation. Our guests are going to guide us on all these aspects to show us the way forward, particularly as to what is the behavioral change which may be required post-lockdown. To conclude, I would just make a few closing remarks. I think it is sometimes rightly said that between stimulus and responses, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our own response. In our response lies the key to our survival. I would like to also conclude by a quote by Joseph Stalin, made quite a long period ago, but I think it is very appropriate during this pandemic. A million deaths is just a statistic, but a single death is a tragedy when it happens to our close ones. Hence, though survival is not in our hands at the moment, taking effective precautions will definitely render it a choice for every individual. Once again, I warmly welcome you all to this conference. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam. I now request everyone to switch on their cameras for a group photo. Yes, tech team, are we done?
Yes, Pratiksha, we can proceed.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I now request Ms. Samina Mullah from LLM second year to introduce the theme of this webinar.
Thank you, Pratiksha. Good afternoon, one and all. The global health architecture has shaken due to ongoing and potential health crises. Pandemics and epidemics are occurring every now and then in recent years at an unprecedented rate due to environmental changes, increase in population, etc. The 21st century brought the disease back into prominence and moved it from baseless paranoia to practical fear as technology and global economy began to accelerate and enable the natural mutation and spread of new pandemics. Currently, concern is growing over the continuing rise in COVID 19 infections in some parts of the world and the ability to sustain declining rates in others. Governments, employers, workers, and other organizations face enormous challenges as they try to combat COVID-19 pandemic and protest safety and health at work. The COVID-19 pandemic have challenged medico legal limits at unimaginable level. On one hand, healthcare professionals are being held as corona warriors, but on other, there have been reports of patients being denied medical assistance and the non-observance of safety protocols endangering the life of both healthcare professionals and the patients. While dealing with all the situations, many legal questions arise, the answer to which are not always easy in view of variety of facts during The non-observance of safety protocols endangering the life of healthcare professionals and patients. While dealing with all this situation, many legal questions arise, the answer to which are not always easy in view of novelty of facts, causing certain amount of uncertainty among the people. Today, we at Deccan Education Society, Shri Navalmal Firodia Law College, present you a webinar on medical legal issues and challenges during COVID-19, where we have eminent speakers who hold their expertise in their respective fields. The pandemic has a long history, and the pandemic related crises have caused enormous negative impacts in health, economic, and even national security in the world. Today, we have Dr. Avinash Bhonve sir, President IMA Maharashtra, who will help us understand the concept of epidemics and pandemic and its implication and the role of professional bodies. Universally, multiple methods like contact tracing, social isolation, and quarantine are being used to mitigate the COVID-19 pandemic. These methods used these methods invariably impinge on the autonomy, liberty, and dignity of the individuals. We allow these intrusions as legitimized by laws for the state to be held to act in interest of population at large. Today, we have Advocate Rishikesh Ganu sir, who will enlighten us with the knowledge of various statutes in force during pandemic. As we all are aware that COVID-19 disease is spreading around the world at a fast pace. Extensive research is being conducted by various countries to contain this spread. In this situation, every one of us should take all measures possible to avoid an infection. So, Dr. Manish Machwe sir, Chairperson of Ethics and Medical Legal Committee, FOXY, will help us to understand the do's and don'ts during COVID-19 by doctors as well as professionals and common people. Thank you. Over to you, Pratiksha.
Thank you, Samina. To begin, I request Ms. Maria Balchandran to introduce our first resource person for today's webinar, Dr. Avinash Bhonve sir. Over to you, Maria.
Thank you so much, Pratiksha. Good afternoon, everyone. It is my honor to introduce our first speaker for today's webinar, Dr. Avinash Bhonve. Dr. Avinash Bhonve completed his MBBS in 1982 from BJ Medical College, Pune University, and he also holds an honorary degree of FCGP. He has been practicing as a family physician since 1984 in Shivajinagar, Pune. Dr. Bhonve has been a panel consultant for many namely hospitals like Dinanath Mangeshkar Hospital, Pune Hospital, Surya Hospital, and many other such hospitals. Dr. Bhonve has been a member of the Indian Medical Association since 1991 and is a lifetime member since 1995. Sir has been the president of the Indian Medical Association of Pune from 2008 to 2009. He was a president of the Indian Medical Association for the state of Maharashtra 2018 to 2019 and is once again elected as the president for 2019 to 2020. He was also the senior vice president of the Indian Medical Association for Maharashtra 2015 to 2016. Sir was the Honorable Secretary of IMA CGP for Maharashtra 2009 to 2010 and also its Joint Secretary in 2013 to 14. To mention some of the contributions of Dr. Bhonve in the Indian Medical Association, he organized a strike for demanding the law for violence against doctors in 2009. He has worked towards increasing the Indian Medical Association membership in and outside Pune since 2007. He has been the chairman of GPCON in 2006, which had received the highest delegates and speakers. He has been an active participant in the state executive meetings and state council meetings 2001. Talking about the positions held in institutes, Sir has been the past president of the General Practitioners Association in Pune from 2007 to 2008. He was the past president of the Rotary Club of Shaniwar Wada, Pune, and he has been the assistant governor of the Rotary International District from 2015 to 2016. Dr. Bhonve has authored more than 2,500 articles of health-related columns in newspapers, and he has also published 9 books on various health topics. Sir has delivered speeches on medical and health-related topics in various schools, social conferences, and IMA conferences. He has also been the writer, director, and actor in one-act plays and dramas. For his outstanding contribution in the field of literature, he has been conferred with several awards. Sir has also been conferred with the Chhatrapati Shivaji Sambhaji Raje Corona Warrior Award and the Corona Warrior Award for Mahatma Gandhi Peace Mission, Nepal. Sir, we are honored to have your presence with us today, and now I would request you to kindly address our viewers.
Thank you, Maria, for very kind words for introduction. Principal of DS Law College, Principal Rohini Hona, the honorable members, Dr. Sharad Kunte, Advocate Rishikesh Ganu, and Advocate Nitin Apte. Of course, my co-panelist, Dr. Manish Matswe. A very good evening to you all. Good afternoon to you all. Actually, my topic is about pandemic, epidemic, and the laws regarding it, which the doctors or the associations have to follow. As in the beginning, I'll tell you that what is a disease? There are so many diseases in this world. So there are some diseases which a person gets from other person, which is called as infectious disease. These infectious diseases are usually caused by some bacteria or by viruses or by fungi or by some protozoans or small microscopic organisms. These infections, the infectious diseases, which rather one person rather infects, whether one person sends this infection to the other. That's why they are called as infections. The infections are caused by different routes, like by this respiratory system, by coughing, maybe by through water, maybe by food to the intestinal system. And there are so many different types. When a person infects to the another person, and the number of persons are increased, I will talk in very simple and basic terms, that when a large number of persons get infected, then that is called as epidemic of that disease. So that is the epidemic. And when a large section, a large area, or maybe one country to the other, or a lot of countries are involved, then it is called as pandemic. So the recent pandemic of COVID-19 or SARS-CoV-2 is a thing of rather very much concern to all of us. As you all know, everybody in this world is now suffering from either from the disease or from the panic of the disease, and including doctors. But doctors are mainly rather panicked, and rather they are troubled by all these laws and other things which the doctors are rather involved in managing or working in this pandemic. For this pandemic, the government of India has introduced or revoked two major. One is Epidemic Disease Act 1897. This Epidemic Disease Act was passed in 1897 with the aim of better preventing the spread of the dangerous epidemic disease. It evolved to tackle the epidemic bubonic plague, which was rather that time it was broken up. It was broken out in the Bombay provincial area that time, and the Governor General of that time colonial India conferred the special powers upon the local authorities to implement the measures which are necessary to control the Epidemic Disease Act is one of the shortest act in India, which comprises just 4 sections. The first section explains the title and the extent, when the second gives power to the state and the central government to take special measures and formulate regulations that are to be observed by the people to contain the spread of the disease. And the third section describes the penalties for violating the regulations in accordance